So this is the Segway E125S. So this is a 50cc equivalent, so it's in the L1E category, so 28 miles per hour top speed. From a license point of view, obviously it's a 50cc equivalent, so what that does mean is if you have a driving license pre-February 2001, you can ride this on your car license without having to do anything. And then if you pass your driving test after that, it's just a one-day training course called a CBT. So we're just going to run through some of the general specs of the bike, give you some nice close-ups. So let's just start with the size of it. So it's 1800mm in length, and it's got a 780mm seat height, and it's got 12-inch wheels. Okay, so let's have a look at the batteries. Okay, so to get to the batteries, you can either actually just press this the green button twice, or use the key to open the seat. And then what you need to do, pull the lever, and then that opens the compartment just under your feet. So the E125S has two batteries, so it's a dual battery model, just stored under there. So it's the batteries are 48 volt 30 amp batteries. So you should be looking at a range of between 50 and 60 miles, basically. Charge time, 4-hour charge time. So you can either charge them in the bike, there's a little connector there, or you can remove them from the bike and charge them. Now, up to now actually, you had to charge each battery separately, but you can now buy a splitter cable which will allow you to charge both batteries up at the same time. Now, because of obviously where the batteries are situated, what that does mean is you get tons of storage space under the seat. So there's 34 litres of storage space there, so that's enough for a full face helmet plus more. So that's one of the massive plus points to the Segway bikes, is you get so much storage space. And obviously what that does mean is you're probably not going to need to order a top box, because it's just plenty of storage space there. So let's talk about the power, because it is quite interesting this for a 50cc equivalent bike. So it's a hub motor, and it's got a 3,500 watt motor, so 3.5 kilowatt peak power. Now, for a 50cc equivalent, that's really impressive. Now, do not compare this to a 50cc petrol bike, because there's absolutely nothing like it. You know, in terms of power, this is, you know, comparable to some of our 125cc equivalent bikes. So the acceleration is really good. And it's also, it's got hydraulic disc brakes front and back, and it also has ABS as well. Okay, so let's talk, we'll show you the dash, and let's go through some of the controls of this bike. Right, so let's have a look at the dash, and we'll just go through the controls of the bike. So it's got this lovely kind of floating LED display. You can see there, that's your kind of battery indicator. You can change it so that you can still see the battery, but you can also see how much range you have left as well. So this has got 3 modes of riding. So press the green button. Actually, it's got a seat sensor, so you need to be sitting on the bike actually. So mode 1, you'll get it up to about 50 miles an hour, and then mode 2, about on the road about 20 miles per hour, and then obviously mode 3 you get it up to full speed. So the modes are different, top speed and power. So the idea obviously behind the modes of riding is if you are in the city, slow moving traffic, you can drop it down a mode, and that's going to conserve a lot of battery. And yeah, so that's the modes. What else can we talk about? So it's also got, as I said, it's got a seat sensor which you can deactivate in the app, but it's got a seat sensor, which means you have to be sitting on the bike to actually get it into ready mode. It's also got a, oh no, it's not got assist mode, that's the E300 I'm thinking about. But yeah, you've got three modes of riding. It's got cruise control, and it's also got a reverse function as well. And it is also keyless as well. Okay, so here's the app. So the Segway app's one of the best on the market. You can control all the settings on the bike via the app. You can turn it on and off. It's got airlock, which basically is a Bluetooth connectivity thing. So basically it knows when your phone was within a certain distance of the bike, and it allows you to basically just turn the bike on by pressing the green button. It's tracked, so it's got a GPS tracker built in, and it'll also send you notifications if there's any sort of unauthorized movement. But you can see all the settings there, you know, the lights, that's the alarm, you can change the volume, the alarm and stuff like that. Security and anti-theft, you can actually report that your bike's been stolen, and you can get the bike basically deactivated as well. So that's a really good security feature. That's the seat detection thing I was talking about, so you can turn that on and off. It just basically means that you can't use the bike unless you're sitting on the seat, which is a nice little safety feature there as well. So yeah, you can see the reverse function, you can turn that on and off, and assist mode that allows you to basically push the bike at a low speed. Yeah, so there's loads and loads of stuff there. It's a very good app. So one thing that's undeniable about the E125S is it's an absolutely stunning bike with a chrome finish. The seat is beautiful. I absolutely love it. Beautiful style of bike. But you know, if you're needing a bike just to get in and around the city, you're commuting to work, you don't need the speed. It is only going to do 28 miles per hour, but you do get the power, you do get the acceleration, and that's what's important if you're moving about the city. It's being able to pull away from lights and get away from cars as quickly as possible, and that's what you get with the E125S. As with all the Segway bikes, really well built. The app, one of the best on the market, all the safety and security technology. In the 50cc category, this is top of the pile, I would say. So if you've got any questions, just reach out. If there's anything we've missed, do jump over to flexelectric.co.uk where you can see the full specs online. And if you want to book in for a test ride, we're based in 74 Dalry Road in Edinburgh. Just give us a shout.